Talking about lipids, lipids are organic compounds and they are insoluble in water but readily soluble in non-polar solvents, which we also call organic solvent. The example of these are ether, chloroform, benzene, etc. Lipids are hydrophobic in nature because they have hydrocarbon chains which are also called alkyl chains, एंड जितनी ज़्यादा लेंथ होती है इन अल्काइल चेन्स की उतना ही ज़्यादा इनसोल्युबिलिटी इंक्रीज करता है. जो लिपिड्स के फंक्शन हैं, मोस्ट कॉमन फंक्शन जो होते हैं, दे एक्ट एज स्टोरेज फॉर्म ऑफ मेटाबॉलिक फ्यूल, ट्रांसपोर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ मेटाबॉलिक फ्यूल की तरह भी वो सर्व करते हैं. दे प्रोवाइड स्ट्रक्चरल कॉम्पोनेंट्स ऑफ मेम्ब्रेन एंड बैक्टीरिया, प्लांट्स, इंसेक्ट्स और वर्टिब्रेट में वो एक प्रोटेक्टिव फंक्शन परफॉर्म करते हैं बाय serving as the outer covering between the body of the organism and the environment. Lipids, pigment, hormone, signaling molecules, cofactor या detergent की तरह भी act करते हैं. They serve in these molecules as well. So talking about fatty acid, fatty acid जो है, they are the simplest form of lipids. They are the simplest kind of lipids. एंड ये लॉन्ग चेन हाइड्रोकार्बन होते हैं जिनके पास सिर्फ एक कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप होता है एंड इनकी लेंथ इज फ्रॉम 4 to 36 कार्बन एटम्स. तो चेन ऑफ दिस फैटी एसिड की लेंथ इज फ्रॉम 4 to 36 कार्बन एटम. सबसे कॉमन जो फैटी एसिड्स होते हैं वो उनकी लेंथ होती है 16 to 18 कार्बन एटम्स की. जो फैटी एसिड्स की अल्काइल चेन होती है, इट कैन बी ईदर सैचुरेटेड और अनसैचुरेटेड. अनसैचुरेटेड वाली जो अल्काइल चेन होती है उसके अंदर एक या एक से ज़्यादा डबल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट होते हैं. फैटी एसिड्स आर एम्फीपैथिक इन नेचर. एम्फीपैथिक नेचर का मतलब क्या है कि इनके पास दोनों पोलर एंड नॉन पोलर बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट होते हैं. दिस इज द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ फैटी एसाइल चेन. इसमें दिस पार्ट इज द हाइड्रोकार्बन चेन. On the basis of number of bonds in a fatty acid, there are of two types. First is the saturated fatty acid and second one is the unsaturated fatty acid. The saturated fatty acid do not have any double bond in the chain and इनका general formula is CH3, CH2, N and COOH. So this N is the number of methylene group which are present in the hydrocarbon chain. Example of saturated fatty acid are lauric acid, myristic and palmitic acid. Talking about unsaturated fatty acids, unsaturated fatty acid have one or more than one double bonds. If they have one double bond, they are known as monounsaturated fatty acid, and if they have more than one double bond, they are called as polyunsaturated fatty acid. Double bonds in an unsaturated fatty acid are generally in the cis form as opposed to the trans form, because in trans form steric hindrance might occur, so इसलिए they prefer being in the cis form. Double bond of polyunsaturated fatty acid are almost never conjugate. साथ साथ कभी भी नहीं होते हैं. Based on the requirement, fatty acid दो types के होते हैं. First is the essential fatty acid and second one non-essential fatty acid. The essential fatty acids are very important for our body and they cannot be synthesized in our body, so we need to take them as a part of our diet because we cannot synthesize them endogenously. Two essential fatty acids are linoleate and linolenate. Linoleate is the first, second is the linolenate. And talking about non-essential fatty acid, they are not that important, but they can be synthesized within our body and it's not necessary for us to include them in our diet. Talking about the melting point of fatty acid, the melting point of fatty acids depend on two things. First, chain length and the degree of saturation. So longer the chain length of the fatty acid, higher is its melting point, and greater the number of double bonds, lower is the melting point. So basically we can say that the melting point of unsaturated fatty acid is less than the melting point of saturated fatty acid. The reason behind this is that The double bonds which are present in the unsaturated fatty acid, they make the chain more rigid, and because of this reason, because of this rigidity caused by the double bonds in the unsaturated fatty acid, they are unable to pack themselves in crystal form and in crystal form, and they are not even able to pack themselves densely as the saturated chains do. So due to this reason, they have a lower melting point than the saturated chains. And among the unsaturated fatty acids, the cis unsaturated fatty acid have even lower melting point than that of trans unsaturated fatty acids. After fatty acid, we come on to triacyl glycerol. Triacyl glycerol are also called triglycerides. These are the triesters of fatty acid and glycerol. 3 fatty acid combined with 1 molecule of glycerol form a triacyl glycerol. Triacyl glycerol are of 2 types, simple and mixed. In simple triacyl glycerol, there is only a single kind of fatty acid present, and in the mixed triacyl glycerol, 2 or more kinds of fatty acid might be present. This is a basic structure or general formula of a triacyl glycerol. This is the side chain, which is the hydrocarbon chain. This one glycerol molecule combined with 3 fatty acid chain to form triacyl glycerol. The triacyl glycerol are non-polar in nature and they are hydrophobic. That is, they do not dissolve in water readily. Major form of steroid lipids. Triacyl glycerol are a major form of steroid lipids, and they have no charge, and due to this reason they are often referred to as neutral lipids. There are 2 types of triacyl glycerols. One is fat and the other one is oil. Fat are solid at room temperature and they contain a huge amount of saturated fatty acid. They have saturated fatty acid, and due to this reason they are solid at room temperature. And oils have high amounts of unsaturated fatty acid, and due to this reason they are liquid at room temperature. So fats are solid at room temperature because of presence of large amount of saturated fatty acid, while oils are liquid at room temperature due to high presence of unsaturated fatty acid in them. Next is the process of saponification. In this process, we hydrolyze the triacyl glycerol with the help of NaOH or KOH, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, and after saponification we get free fatty acid or glycerol. So we can write this as triacyl glycerol. They react with sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide and we get free fatty acid plus glycerol. Basically the components जो है वो टूट जाते हैं. So ये जो process है इसको we call saponification, and there is a saponification number which basically is the amount of milligram of KOH which is required to saponify 1 gram of fat. 1 gram fat को saponify करने के लिए कितना KOH का requirement है in milligrams, उसको हम बोलेंगे saponification number. And saponification number helps to measure the average molecular weight of a particular fat. Now talking about waxes. Waxes are basically esters of fatty acids. These are esters of fatty acid and long chain alcohols. Basically they are esters of fatty acid and alcohols जो कि long chain में present होते हैं. Waxes जो हैं they are formed by the process of esterification of the long chain fatty acid with a high molecular weight monohydroxy alcohol. Monohydroxy alcohol मतलब एक hydroxy group होगा इसके पास. The best known animal wax is the bee wax. The general formula for waxes is this: CH3CH2 whole N C11O CH2 CH2. So basically there's an ester bond between the long chain fatty acid and a high molecular weight monohydroxy alcohol. in waxes. Tricontinyl palmitate is an example of a wax, and it is formed by esterification of palmitic acid with 1-triacontanol. This is the alcohol part and this is the fatty acid. Esterification of these both give us the wax named tricontinyl palmitate. Next, talking about the phospholipids. Phospholipids again are amphipathic molecules, that is, they have both non-polar and polar ends, both are there in them. Phospholipids have 4 components: one fatty acid, a platform to which the fatty acid is attached, phosphate, and alcohol, which is thereby attached to the phosphate group. So the fatty acid is attached to the platform and the alcohol is attached to the phosphate group. And the phospholipids, the platform for phospholipid might be glycerol or sphingosine, and fatty acid is attached to these either glycerol or sphingosine depending on whatever is present on the particular type of phospholipid. So phospholipids are of 2 types. The first one is the phosphoglyceride, and the phosphoglyceride is basically derived from glycerol. It consists of a glycerol molecule, 2 fatty acid molecule, a phosphate, and an alcohol. So in this case, glycerol is the platform, and the simplest kind of phosphoglyceride is a phosphatidic acid. Second type of phospholipid is the sphingophospholipid. Sphingophospholipid are derived from sphingosine, which basically acts as a platform, and sphingophospholipid contain an 18 carbon amino alcohol called sphingosine instead of, basically in sphingophospholipid, in place of glycerol, sphingosine is present, and sphingosine is basically 18 carbon atom amino alcohol. Ceramide is the structural parent of all the sphingolipids, so this is important. Ceramide is the structural parent of all sphingolipids. Sphingomyelin is the major example of sphingophospholipid is sphingomyelin, which is the major constituent in our nervous system. So after phospholipids, we talk about glycolipids. Glycolipids are the lipids which contain a saccharide group, which is a carbohydrate. They contain a carbohydrate group, and the most important glycolipid is the glycosphingolipid. And glycosphingolipid जो है उसके सेरामाइड के फर्स्ट कार्बन एटम पे जो OH होता है उससे हमारा एक या एक से ज़्यादा शुगर डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड होता है. So in glycosphingolipid, the head group in it contains one or more sugar connected directly to the hydroxyl group at C1 of the ceramide moiety. Ceramide के फर्स्ट कार्बन एटम के हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप से डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड होगा हमारा शुगर ग्रुप. कैन बी 1 sugar और more than 1 sugar. नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑफ ग्लाइकोलिपिड इज द सेरिब्रोसाइड. सेरिब्रोसाइड पे एक ही सिंगल मोनोसैकेराइड लगा होता है सेरामाइड के साथ. ग्लोबोसाइड में oligosaccharide is attached to the ceramide, and while in ganglioside there's complex oligosaccharides are at their polar head groups which with one or more residue of N-acetyl neuramic acid. और N-acetyl neuramic acid जो है वो एक सियालिक एसिड होता है. So ganglioside is a complex oligosaccharide. They have ganglioside have complex oligosaccharide as their polar head groups with one or more residues of N-acetyl neuramic acid, which is a sialic acid. So this is it for lipids.